guys, John Faulkner here with Chris Weatherman.
What's up?
And got a topic we wanted to talk about today. This was actually a quote that I heard from a friend of ours.
Yep, our buddy Charlie Hogwood spit this one out and got the wheels turning.
And yeah, and that's how a lot of things start.
Yeah.
While we're in the woods, around the campfire, in the truck, on the phone, things are said, and then it just snowballs.
Oh yeah, it just goes downhill from there.
Sometimes it's snow, sometimes it's poop, but it all rolls downhill.
It all rolls downhill.
So, so the statement that Charlie made was, there's a big difference between knowledge and application.
Absolutely.
And this is something that I believe is extremely overlooked in the survival and prepping community.
Oh, I agree with that statement 110%. I mean, it's like, I understand the mechanics of how a helicopter operates. Right. I understand what the controls are. I know what the cycle is. I know what the collective is. I understand what the pedals do. Does that mean I can fly one? Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
According to the simulators I played with, absolutely
not.
But and that's an extreme example. It's the same thing. Just because you know the premise of something does not mean you can go out and apply it in the field.
Yeah. And it's something that we definitely have to be cognizant of. We sit here and we think, oh, I saw, somebody do it on YouTube, or I read it in a magazine, or I saw it on a TV show. It's good. It's in the storage bank. It's all filed away in the brain. There's a whole lot difference between making a wooden spear to try to stab fish.
Oh yeah.
And actually making a wooden spear
and stabbing
fish.
Well, the best, absolute, hands down best example of this is a bow drill.
Yeah.
The bow drill fire. Everybody's watched videos. We all see it in all the survival books. They all have it in there.
Super easy, 4 parts.
It's easy. Yeah, this is what you do.
Yep.
If you've never done it and you've watched the videos, go try it. Go give it a shot, and then come back and tell me that you know how to do one.
Yeah.
If you get that coal, I don't want a coal. I mean, you got to actually get a flame too. So you got to get that coal, transfer the coal into some tinder, fire. All right, you know how to do it now. But what we're going to find out is the vast majority of it, and it's nothing against your skill, you're not going to be able to do it your first time. We saw this with a class that we had put on. We had people out there, and they tried for over an hour.
And in perfect conditions.
In perfect conditions, with the mild exception of the humidity of Florida. But even then, it wasn't that humid. But these guys tried for over an hour. And that is so exhausting to do. Physically exhausting. Mentally too, because the frustration just keeps building and building and building.
Under a non-stressful environment at that point.
Oh yeah, they didn't need a fire. Nope. They weren't relying on that fire to either save their life, cook their food, or purify their water at that moment.
Yeah.
And it was very relaxed in a nice
fun
area, and with professionals around them that knew how to do it, offering advice and assistance.
Yep.
We only had one person get a fire out of, I think we had 5 working on it.
5, 6,
5 or 6 of them, 7. One guy got a fire. A lot of people got smoke.
Yep.
A lot of people got smoke.
Yep.
But only one guy actually got his flame, and Mikey did a good job. So that's a prime example of knowledge versus application.
Yeah, and and what I always try to tell people is you take the knowledge, you then try to transfer that knowledge to application. Mm-hmm. And then you take that application, you take everything that went right and wrong, and you try to turn that into additional knowledge that helps you with that application.
Yep.
And there's things where I have successfully, we'll keep using your analogy, I have successfully made fire from a bow drill. Mm-hmm. But then I saw other people do it and picked up little teeny tiny hints and tips and because they've made more.
Yep.
And you take that knowledge and you apply it back to the application that you have.
So you're refining your application.
Yeah.
What you're doing. You're always learning.
And we're always learning. We're always trying to find different ways.
And even in those failures, there's still knowledge.
Right.
Because what do you know? Well, I know that didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you learn.
And it's simple things. And we'll stay on your bow drill video. If you live in a super humid area, you better have that stuff wrapped in plastic if you want it like in your bag.
Yeah.
You better get it out in the sun and
keep
try
it
to
in the
let
sun.
and keep it in the sun. Try to let it dry as much as possible.
Yes.
These are all just little things.
And again, we're talking perfect conditions.
Yeah.
Now, once you've mastered those, I can do this in my driveway in 5 minutes. Great. Now go outside when it's pouring down rain and do it.
Yeah, and find the right wood that works, So, and it's a big misconception. It's even, it's with acquiring food, trapping, I see it a lot in, hey, all you gotta do is take a piece of wire, make a snare, put it on a, boom, protein.
Well, I got 2 examples for this. Me and Alan were looking at another survival manual the other day, and I'm not gonna say whose it is, but it's a big name, and he talked about triggers for traps. 1 paragraph, absolutely no knowledge in that paragraph.
Right.
Other than basically the definition of a trigger.
Yeah.
Didn't show you how to make one, the application, where to use one, or nothing. Just
What sets it off? Nothing.
this is this is a trigger. The hell good does that do me? In trapping, like you say, the same thing. Naked and Afraid cracks me up. I love to watch the show. More for me as an example of things never to do in my life than to learn stuff. But I saw them making a snare one time. So they made cordage. And they're like, well, there's wild pigs here, and we're going to... And they made a cordage that was about the size of 1 strand of
550.
paracord. So this is a natural crafted cordage about the size of 550 cord that they thought they were going to trap a hog with. These are people who have probably never come in contact with a real hog and understand the strength of that animal or the limitations of that cordage.
Yeah.
It's knowledge versus application, and again, that's TV, and I know why they're doing it, and all the trapped animals are fake anyway. But you think you're going to go out there and trap an animal, like John said, oh, wire, snare, done. Traps are like they have the same criteria as restaurants. It's all about location, 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 location. I mean, look at your trap. That's what it is. A restaurant. You want it in the best location you can put it in. But there's also some tricks. A locking snare is the best snare in the world. You're going to snare game. Well, did you know you can make a quasi-locking snare out of just strands of wire? There's a way to do that. But you have to learn those things.
Yeah.
But the whole I put out 7 snares today around my camp area. Did you consider lines of drift, avenues of approach, game trails, foods,
Your
the whole thing.
scent.
Your scent,
the bait.
how much did you disturb the area, or did you do anything to funnel the animals? There's a lot that goes into this. And again, you're watching YouTube videos, and these guys are generally setting a trap up like basically on this tabletop.
Yeah.
And then that's how you build it, with no of the refining skills
The context.
the context. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Of exactly where to set, how to set, and well, maybe the snare's not right here, but or a spring snare is what I need here, not just a cinching snare, or I need a cantilever here because I don't have a sapling, so we're going to use a cantilever snare. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this, things you need to think about. So, and again, that's knowledge versus application.
Yeah, there's knowledge, and then there's content almost.
Yeah.
In concept, and then there's application.
Yeah.
And you got to really make sure that your skills are getting applied, getting to the application process, and then refining those. So, this is just kind of a general topic we wanted to talk about real quick because we see it quite often.
And we're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
I'm just as guilty as anybody else of reading stuff and being like, I could do that.
It's like I know how a generator works until it breaks.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I'm pretty sure there's a capacitor in there. That's what's wrong.
Yeah, that's got to be it. That wasn't it. But get out there and do the stuff, guys. Don't just read about it. I mean, do read about it.
Yeah.
Do watch videos. Do learn. Take classes.
Yeah.
Take classes. I mean, I'm not doing this just so we can sell classes, although we are going to be offering some soon, actual physical classes you can come to. But take classes, get professional training, and then go do it, to help get it's great on a camping trip or something like that with your family when your kids are sitting around the fire to sit there and show them how to build a figure 4 deadfall. That's cool. Kids will get into that. They really think that's neat. But you're also imparting a skill to them at the same time. And while you're doing that, sitting around the fire with the kids at night, because you're not actually planning on killing anything, you're just showing them how this neat mechanical thing works that we built from sticks. You're refining your skills. you know, and then take it another step. Go out one day and set one for real. Like in my barn, I got rats in my barn. I actually encourage the little buggers because they're fun sport at night with a pellet rifle with a thermal on it. But you know, if you have a barn, there's your trapping ground right there. That's where you can learn to set deadfalls, snares, Spanish windlass. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with rats. They're great for experimenting with that if you're doing it for pest control. But then learn to set those things under adverse conditions too. You know, start using commercially produced cordage. Move on to crafting your own cordage.
Yeah.
Because you'll learn the limitations of your cordage real damn fast when you start doing that. But again, just get out there and do it. And you can do that in your yard. You know, learn to make cordage in your own yard. I mean, I'm a huge proponent for carrying cordage at all times. I know how to make the stuff, and I can make some really strong cordage. But knowing that, I know how damn long it takes to make that stuff and how much effort goes into it. It's a huge calorie burner.
So yeah, you know, get out there and convert that knowledge into application.
Which gives you experience.
Yeah.
And 90% of the time, experience is what you get when you didn't get what you wanted, but you still get experience.
Ooh, that was a fresh word.
You like that?
Wow. That should be on the back of a bumper sticker or
That's
something.
mine.
You know?
That's mine.
So, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the comments down below. If you got any other questions you want to ask, make sure you hit the like button. And until next time, be safe.